set of downs for him from the 46. Complete. Second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
3rd and short. Here's Purdy. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
First give to Zach Charbonnet. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Another carry for Charbonnet. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
It really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number 1, control that nose tackle. Number 2, you got to get people to the second level. That was teaching tape.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Throwing now off play action. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. Room to run inside the 20. And he did not get in. Finally stopped at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Walker does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from Seahawks. Parlay the interception into points. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. All right, so a nice little drive they put together there in their first series of the season, partner, and the year begins on a high note with a touchdown.
Yeah, they'll be able to begin this season on a high note with a win. Well, they put more drives like that together, they sure will, but I don't know. I got that Pete Carroll just still bouncing in my brain. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. You can't start much better than that.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. That's 16 on the pickup. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Putting a receiver in motion. First down, and they go right back to it. Solid block in there, springs him for 8. It's going to be second down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion move.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They stick with McCaffrey. And he's able to get this down to the 36. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
First down, ball at the 36. Play action now. Purdy. Reeled in by George Kittle. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Purdy on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. It's inside the 10. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Robinson. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The 49ers will reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs in this case.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those forces before they find pay dirt.
We've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30.
At their own 26-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Darnold now to throw. That's a catch. Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he's going to be taken down, but plenty of damage already done.
They've run this 12-yard out route gate at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. It's differentiated. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Walker on first down. Winning there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
2nd and 10 now. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Just about every play in an NFL game usually has a protagonist and antagonist, a good and a bad. The good there, courage of that wide receiver. The bad, just could not haul it in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Here's Darnold. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jar it loose, incomplete.
We know in this league you can't start every game with scoring drives, but I think that's a clear picture of why you don't keep this drive sustained. Got to execute on the most important down, and that's third down.
And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Tackle made by Ernest Jones.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Here's a counter give to Robinson. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. We're through one quarter of this opening weekend of football. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They'll begin the quarter with 3rd and 2. On 3rd and short, McCaffrey. And they're turned away on 3rd and short. Actually might have lost a yard. So that's going to bring up 4th down.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood from infield. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Darnold looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. To throw, here's Darnold. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the 49ers get the football back at what's marked to the 37-yard line.
Well, nickel has really become the base defense for so many teams in the league because the passing game has become so prevalent today. It really makes it so much more difficult to find an open throwing lane. It gives defenses a lot more speed on the back end to step in front of passes just like that.
The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. Looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
second down. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Tackle made by DeMarcus Lawrence.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
He has it at the 22. A little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him.
At their own 25-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Drive begins with a Walker run. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin his drive.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Throwing here, Darnold. Pressure comes. He's taken down. The 49ers got him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Well, the first sack of the game, Kate, as you just called, is a big one. And they're going to make this guy pay if he's trying to play too much hero ball. Got to find a way to get the ball out of your hand.
49ers stacking up the secondary. Look at that. They're in the dime. 3rd down. Now Darnold. He's going to loft one deep to the left. He's got it deep downfield. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take a 2nd quarter lead. Jackson, Smith, and Jigma with a touchdown.
Jason Myers for the extra point.
I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yeah.
When you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10. At their own 35-yard line.
The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. On the counter, McCaffrey. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
You know why baseball coaches are called managers, Kate? Because they got to manage a lot of situations. And I've realized over time and talking to them, they love taking a situation, a game moment, and making it a team topic. That play, by that corner right there, I know this is a head football coach, not a head football manager, but he's going to take that play, he's going to illuminate it to his team and show the fearlessness of his corner making that tackle.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. From the gun is Purdy. Short pass brought in. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Shotgun snap for Purdy. It's caught. Pearsall has it. Racing down the left side. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Showing a little burst so far. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. First and 10. Now an inside give to Walker. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's a middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do?
Here's second and 10. Darnold. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he's got it all the way down to the 12.
Okay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden, we've got first and 10 inside the red zone. They give up the gut to Walker. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Now nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Straight ahead with Charbonnet. And he did his part, partner. Got him 8 yards. Sets up third down. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Seattle. The Seahawks looking for a score just before the break. Third and just 2 to go. Here's Darnold to throw. The back grabs it. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the first. Great tackle there to bring up fourth down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
Jason Myers out there now to try a field goal for the Seahawks on fourth down. This is a chip shot from the left hash. Myers' kick is good, and they've taken back the lead.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. First and 10 coming up. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
I wish everybody had the opportunity to feel how fast that decision is made. With that RPO, it is a split second. And when you make the incorrect read, well, the play's busted up before it ever has a chance to start.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
First and 10 now. Here's Purdy. Offense to the line.
Second down at the 49-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. This one falls incomplete.
I've talked to you over the years with the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And that return's going to leave him enough time to squeeze in 2 plays here if they want before the half. First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he picks up a nice chunk before the stop is made. 10 seconds to go in our half, partner. We've got whistles. It's a timeout.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Looking to throw. He puts some air under it deep down the left. He's got it inside the 10. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks will add to their lead at the end of the half. Jackson Smith-Njigba with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That's no good. The veteran mishits one rather surprisingly, and they leave a point after on the table. So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
One last play before the break. One final shot before the half. To the left side and reeled in by Kittle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And a stumble coming out of the locker room at halftime as the kick goes out of bounds, Brock. So our first drive of the half is going to begin all the way up at the 40. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They'll go with Walker on the counter. And he will be stopped now, but a lot to like about that effort.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
48-yard line.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Now they'll throw out of the gun. This is brought in, big gain for Smith-Njigba. And he's going to set them up with a first down on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Running left, here's Walker. And that's going to be a gain of 8 on first down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
First down and goal to go.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Charbonnet now up the middle. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks grow the lead coming out of halftime. Zach Charbonnet with the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of the blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Well, Brock, the run's certainly an option as they lined up for 2, but as an offense, what are you looking for when you decide to throw it instead?
Well, you've spent all week working on these plays, and usually you have 2 or 3 that you like. That run game, you're right, you can run it. But there's so much more space with creativity in the passing game. And good offenses, elite offenses, they find a way not just to practice it, but to execute it when it matters.
The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. First and 10 coming up. They'll start the second half with McCaffrey. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
The lead is some shuffling around here in the playbook. I'm a more aggressive call on second.
38-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. From the 38. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks take over as he records his 10th career INT. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
He's able to drive that pile about a yard. And is Alfred Collins cleaning up that play.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts, a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's second and 8. Off the play fake, Milrow. Headed out right. Oh, shouldn't have let that one go. It's intercepted. That's Diamador Lenore.
You know what? With yet another interception, you know what it might be time to do, Kate? Just run it. Run it.
San Francisco to the line. It's first and 10. trying right with McCaffrey. This is headed perilously close to their end zone, Brock. That tackle sends him backwards to the 4.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Blitz coming for Purdy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That one intended for Christian McCaffrey. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
On 3rd down, Purdy. Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field and keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he's hit before he can get anything on that return.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 49ers 30-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And in the hands of his running back, Walker. But he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
Ooh, he knew he was going to pay for throwing that. I knew it from up here in the booth watching that happen. But that's an experienced quarterback. If that first primary target isn't there, make sure you find your safety valve. And that got them some yards. So taking that shot, well, it was not for nothing.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Milrow from the gun. Cox, Cooper Kupp makes the play. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, Milrow. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks could push this to a 4-score game as they take a 23-point lead. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position could be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Rolling out to his left. Purdy has it knocked out. And the Seahawks pick it up. There he goes, right sideline. And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown. He took off with it, which they give him full license to do when he sees an opening, Brock. He couldn't keep it secure, and it winds up in a defensive touchdown.
Kate, I played for coaches that when you scramble, they force you to have two.
And it's off the mark. The kick is no good, but I think they can spare a point or two, given the size of this lead. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. And he'll take a knee in the end zone for a touchback.
The Niners take over first down and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. First and 10 coming up. Pressure comes, Purdy. This one's out for Pearsall on the left side. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route with target.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. He's got it on the bootleg. Flushed out of the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Gun. They'll give it to him inside. And he's out of bounds after reaching the 40. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Purdy throwing here on first. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Finding Pearsall. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Ricky Pearsall with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. He fields it from the 8. And he gets crushed by a big hit. Oh, man. Right at the 25 to end it. Now they're whistling for timeout here. Somebody's shaking up on the play. Not the way he wanted to begin his rookie season. Wow, let's hope it doesn't cost him much time. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Now Walker. Oh, effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. Offense to the line for second down. Staying with Walker. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
Take him down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Darnold now to throw. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a 4th down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
He has it at the 33. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be second down.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Not much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up 3rd down.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And the gun is Purdy. It's caught. Pearsall has it. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First down, Purdy to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Sticking to the air here. It's Purdy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it sets up second down.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. To the air again. Purdy. A quick throw is swatted away. Incomplete. That throw was looking for Brandon Ayuk. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
To the air, 3rd and long. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Now, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. The drive will start with a run by Charbonnet. Room to work at the 35. And he's finally brought down at the 45-yard line. They pick up 20 yards there. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
Kate, I think I can even feel it up here in the booth. You feel this offensive line just gaining confidence. When you get chunk run after chunk run in this league, boy, those big guys say, feed the run game.
There's a dive up the middle. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
This is Walker on 2nd. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Now Darnold. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
That's going to catch the crossbar and be sent backwards. No good. And they wanted to add 3 more there, but silver lining, they aren't exactly hurting for a big lead at this juncture. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. 49ers trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now it's Purdy. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Purdy on first down. That's brought in by Jennings. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now Purdy. Finds the in route complete. And they bring him down around the 34. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down throw by Purdy. Completed over the middle. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in week 1 as their medical staff heads out to check on him. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled for a short gain.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
To throw again, it's Purdy. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever. Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this is a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that makes it 4th down.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Caught by Jennings. And they are sent off the field. Had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
So it's a win for the Seahawks. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could end up being a key division victory to have later in this season. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks winners, as we say so long from Seattle.